Trident 2023, a drill, was performed over the weekend in the South China Sea by Australian and Japanese military. Taking part in the drill was the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force as part of its Indo-Pacific Deployment 2023. The Vietnam port visit was followed by the exercise. According to a JMSDF release on Tuesday, the exercise was conducted in the South China Sea by JMSDF helicopter destroyers JS Izumo, DDH-183, and JS Samudera, DD-106, which make up the bulk of the first surface unit of IPD-23. They were joined by the Royal Australian Navy frigate HMAS Anzac, FFH-150, and a Royal Australian Air Force P-8A Poseidon Maritime Patrol Aircraft, MPA. The tactical activities that included anti-surface and anti-air warfare were the main focus of the exercise. Rear Admiral Takahiro Nishiyama, commander of the 1st Surface Unit for IPD-23, stated in the JMSDF announcement that Australia and Japan are both regarded as special strategic partners in the Indo-Pacific region. Between June 20th and June 23rd, the ships Izumo and Samudera made a port stop in Cam Ranh, Vietnam. The two ships engaged in a drill in the South China Sea as they departed Vietnam alongside the Vietnam People's Navy frigate VPNS Lai Tai II, HQ-012. Since 2019, the JMSDF has conducted an annual presence and regional deployment in the Indo-Pacific. Izumo, Samudera, and the destroyer JS Shiranui, DD-120, with Shiranui separated for deployment to the South Pacific Islands, make up the 1st Surface Unit. The landing ship tank JS Shimakata, LST-4002, of IPD-23 is part of the 2nd Surface Unit. It is equipped with 2 landing craft air cushions. The 3rd Surface Unit, which is made up of the frigate JS Kumano, FFM-2, has already finished its IPD-23 deployment and returned to Japan on June 10th. The 2nd Surface Unit has not yet deployed. The final member of the IPD-23 deployment troops is a submarine. In the vicinity of Hawaii at the moment is the destroyer JS Suzutsuki, DD-117, which is not a part of an IPD-23 surface unit. According to a Monday JMSDF release, it fired a live version of its RIM-162 Evolved Sea Sparrow missile surface-to-air missile on Friday. The JMSDF oversees training cruises ships, the JS Kashima, TV-3508, and the JS Hatakes, DDG-171/TV-3520, are now in the Pacific Ocean off the Americas, where it will replace JS Makinami, DD-112, the destroyer JS Ikazuchi, DD-107, part of the 45th Deployment Surface Unit Counter-Piracy Enforcement, DSPE, unit, paid a port visit to Colombo, Sri Lanka, from Thursday to Friday. Since 2009, Japan has sent a warship and 2 JMSDF P-3C Orion MPAs on a rotating basis to the Gulf of Aden for anti-piracy operations.